Deep within the emerald shadows of our national parks, a social contract is being shredded. Literally. For decades, we told ourselves a comforting lie, that the wilderness was a playground, and the residents were merely fuzzy mascots waiting for a photo op. We treated the forest like a scenic deli, and the bears, well, we treated them like polite neighbors who just happened to have very large teeth. But the picnic is over. The checkered blankets have been stained by more than just spilled grape juice, and the bad news isn't just a headline, it's a prophecy. Welcome to the era of the Great Reclaiming. Something shifted in the dark heart of the woods. It wasn't a slow evolution, it was an awakening. 1,000 bears, silver-tipped and silent, have decided they are tired of the leftovers. They've developed a taste for the hunt, but not for elk or berries. No, they're hunting for the very idea of us. In the flickering light of a dying campfire, you might see them not lumbering, but gliding with a predatory grace that defies their bulk. They aren't just looking for your ham sandwich anymore. They're looking to evict the intruders. The rangers call it unprecedented behavioral variance. The locals call it the reckoning. There is a cold, calculated intelligence behind those black, glassy eyes, a realization that the humans are outnumbered, outmatched, and perpetually distracted by their own GPS devices. Every rustle in the bushes is no longer a squirrel. Every shadow that stretches across your tent is a reminder that you are a guest who has overstayed your welcome. They are reclaiming the trails, 1,000 ghosts at a time, moving with a synchronized intent that feels less like nature and more like a siege. They've learned the sound of a car door unlocking. They memorized the scent of fear, masked by expensive SPF 50, and as the sun dips below the jagged peaks of the Sierras, leaving the valleys in a bruised purple twilight, you realize the most terrifying truth of all. The bears aren't hiding from us anymore. They're waiting for us to realize we're the ones who are lost. The transformation didn't happen overnight. It started with the smart ones, the bears who realized that a plastic cooler is just a puzzle box, with a delicious, manna-slathered reward inside. But then, the lessons were passed down. A collective consciousness emerged among the firs and the ferns. Now, the park rangers find things that don't make sense. Campsites left perfectly intact, except for every scrap of leather and lace being missing. It's as if the bears are collecting souvenirs of our civilization, or perhaps, they're just clearing the shelves. There's a dark irony in it. We spent a century trying to save the bears, and now that they're saved, they've decided they don't particularly need the saviors. Think about it next time you're zip tying your trash bags. A thin layer of polyethylene is a poor shield against 1,000 pounds of prehistoric muscle and a newfound sense of territorial entitlement. These aren't the bumbling thieves of Saturday morning cartoons. These are the apex architects of a new wilderness order. They've watched us fumble with our bear-proof canisters, those expensive, impenetrable jars, and we swear we can hear a low, guttural huff from the tree line that sounds suspiciously like a laugh. They aren't just breaking into our cars, they're breaking our spirit, reminding us that in the grand theater of the wild, man was always meant to be an extra, not the lead. The bad news is that the national parks are returning to their original owners, and the eviction notices are being served with claws. 1,000 bears are standing at the edge of the paved roads, watching the headlights of the retreating tourists. They aren't aggressive, not yet, they're just present, patient. They are the silent jury in a trial where we've already been found guilty of being incredibly annoying neighbors. So, pack your bags, keep your voice down, and for heaven's sake, leave the picnic basket at home, because the shadows in the woods have stopped running away, and they've started leaning in. Don't worry, I'm sure it was just the wind. If you've felt the hair rise on the back of your neck, or realized that your next camping trip might need a lot more than just extra more is, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join our descent into the world's most chilling mysteries. The wilderness is reclaiming its secrets, and you don't want to be the only one left in the dark when the next chapter unfolds. Drop a comment below, sharing your most unexplained forest encounter. If you Durand, give this video a like to help spread the warning before the trail goes cold. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and remember, in the Great Reclaiming, the most dangerous thing you can carry is the belief that you're alone.